Listen to a lot of radio and TV interviews. You will learn so much from simply listening or watching. Listening to professional interviews sharpens your mind. You can hear how the questions are asked and you can start to get an understanding of how they were formed. If you're a radio student, then the BBC World Service English stream plays a lot of radio packages and it has a lot of interviews. BBC Radio 4 and BBC Radio 5 Live also have a lot of interviews. You can listen to these stations online. I recommend using the website and mobile phone app tunein.com. There you can listen to hundreds of stations worldwide. If you're not UK based and you can't access these stations, don't worry. Do a little bit of research on your own and find some radio stations that plays lots of interviews. And listen across the entire spectrum to a whole variety of interviews. News-based interviews, sports-based interviews, feature-based interviews, etc. See, the more interviews you listen to, the more you will learn. So many people don't even bother to do this. Anthony Robbins, the self-help guru, calls it modelling. In other words, by listening to the professionals, you will end up picking up professional skills. If you're a TV student, then go onto YouTube and watch a whole variety of different interviews, from documentaries to sports, etc. If you're interested in online interviewing, then TV and radio interviews are also perfectly fine. It's about knowing how to ask the right questions for the topic you want. So listen to as much radio or YouTube as you can, and listen to networks that you wouldn't normally listen to. Every now and then you will pick up a gem. So listen out for ideas, because maybe one of those interviews that you're listening to will give you the nucleus of a great interview idea in the future. And if you're listening to a very good interview and you like the sound of the interviewee's subject, then take down their name and store it, because maybe in the future you'll be working on a similar project and that interviewee's subject could be perfect for your own interview. There's no harm in building up a contacts book now, even if you hadn't reached a skill set yet. And always document all the random ideas that come into your head. Record them into your mobile phone. Don't worry about looking silly, because then you'll have time to organise them into a spreadsheet for future use. You just never know when that totally random idea could be used. Ideas come from everywhere. Record them down, no matter how silly. Has there been anything online that's taken your interest lately? Record it down. Anything on TV, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter? Record it down. Twitter is awesome for information. If you haven't got a Twitter account, I suggest you get one now and start following everyone and every subject that interests you, because pretty soon you'll be adding even more accounts that are of interest to you, and more accounts gives you the possibility of more ideas. The same goes with Facebook. Follow groups that interest you. Get into social media.